like that one.
All right. Sorry about that, folks. Got distracted.
Your nose
by,
hairs need a trim.
Thank you. Got distracted by a cooler on the roof next door.
As always, Life of Brankenfort is brought to you by King Harv's Coffees.
Get it out.
No kidding, right? If you buy from them, let them know you heard it here. Thank you.
Oh, man, we're off to the races in the wrong direction this morning, as usual.
We got stuffies coming out of our ears.
Yeah. Oh, me. Good morning, all. Afternoon, wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing. Anyway, we appreciate your chiming in. I'll mail you
Do
chickens.
not mail me chickens.
What?
Oh, Differ says I'll mail you chickens.
What? Okay. I'm missing something. Male chickens?
Difference is in there saying, I'll mail you chickens. I'm like, no,
What?
you won't.
We got stuff. You talking about stuffies?
Oh,
Okay, chicken stuffy is fine, but not a real one.
real ones get
Yeah.
and into some,
I have enough
egg wash.
birds with attitude out front.
We
Egg
can
wash.
demonstrate that.
Oh yeah.
Mail order chickens. Yes, they exist. Anyway, two things to start with. Claritin helps with a stuffy problem. Yeah.
That's what
First, writers tend to make mistakes.
No.
by choosing to be writers in the first place.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, there's that.
Choosing the writing lifestyle to begin with.
I put up a snippet of the new RimWorld today, and it was pointed out to me that I wrote all the effects of what happened and forgot to put in what happened.
Oh no.
Oh, well done.
I knew what I was talking about.
Nice to know I'm not the only one that does that.
Oh, stop.
I had done all the friggin' research on micrometeoric storms,
Uh-huh.
The electrostatic discharge, the magnetic flux, the whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh.
Wrote it in the story and never said it was micrometeoric storm.
I've got on
And thanks to McChuck for pointing that out. I'll fix that.
I'm doing short stories for the whole Fluffy Eat Cow Space Marine universe, and I was mentioning the photon cascade when a ship warps out of the Tannhauser web, and I was describing it but never mentioned photon cascade or what it was. And one of my beta readers went, "Oh, you've described this thing very pretty, but what the hell is it?"
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick, except it's it'd kind of be nice to know what the problem was.
Well, I'm trying to describe a gravity drive because there's in the Terran in Orion's bridge, there's no faster than light except through the Tannhauser web. And then everything else is a sublight gravity drive at 1G, which means that the average transit time from Earth to the Tannhauser portal at Jupiter is a week, with a similar transit time when you drop out at, they call it Fido. When you drop out at Fido, which is one of the worlds, it's an ocean world. It's a week average or 10 days average. I forget 10 days average transit time from the portal to the world. And I'm having to describe all this, and I'm getting off the weeds I didn't want to get off into for a short story.
Kermit, we already have Cobra chickens. We do not need any more of the damn things.
Cobra chickens. Did we tell that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got now about 25 of them sitting on the lake.
Oh, their numbers are building back up.
Yes.
Has the free candy van been by again?
Not that I'm aware of. Hey, RK, that's good news. better than most hospitals. And tell your significant other we said hi. Rodney, if you're awake and listening to us, hope everything goes well. Walk to the subway station and get on. Walk to
Yep.
the station. Yeah.
You have to gravity drive at 1G acceleration to in the solar system. The portal of the Tannhauser Web is at L4, Jupiter's L4. So it's under 1G. It's about 6 days average transit time to get from Earth orbit to the station at the portal. And then it's instantaneous drop. You drop through. You warp. It's called a warp, but you drop through, and then you have to, from whatever system you're in, it's 1G gravity drive to wherever the inhabitable world is.
Well, you've got to do a flip at some point to
Yep.
slow your speed
Yep.
down. So.
The halfway point you have to flip, and then which I'm starting to regret putting in because that gets a lot more complicated. I should have just gone straight space opera and hocus pocus, you're there, Handwavium,
Yeah.
but I had to get too complicated.
Oh, need to write a story about an uplifted cat, but is an E4 who found a cute space alien and wants to keep it as a pet. Why not?
Do it.
Yeah. Condominium had a similar system of space travel. Yeah.
Condominium. I haven't read that, but I'm discovering as I research, make sure I wasn't copying anybody's IP, that this is not a. Mine has some tweaks, but it's not a unique.
Yeah. Well, you can't maintain your speed through the jump. You'd have to maintain some speed.
When you leave, okay, we're fixing to get off in the nuts and bolts of my new universe, aren't we? Okay. As a for instance, you leave Earth orbit, Terra's orbit, 1G acceleration towards Jupiter. Halfway there, you flip and you start decelerating. 1G acceleration gives you about a six to 8 day transit time.
Mhm.
Once you dock at the station, or you go into station keeping, and when the portal, because remembering that the Earth's portal only goes to one other destination. When it fires up, you just use, because the station is real close to the portal. When the portal fires up, you just use a little push and you basically fall into it, and then you fall out the other side with the same velocity attached that you had going into it. It's the old description: take a sheet, and basically what the Tannhauser Web does is fold the sheet, so you just fall through, and then it opens back up. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Stop it, Kermit.
Why?
Oh, we do have a positive announcement.
Oh, we have several.
Yeah. How Not to Shoot Fish and Other Deer That Got Away is live.
Cedar's collection of hunting stories that she drew illustrations for. So
Based on this damn live stream.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bloody
We should
hell.
have an anthology count tick board in the back.
Right?
Thank you guys for how many anthologies have been
Click,
spun off
click.
of this thing.
Apparently, Ms. Jana got to figuring the other day, and since Tolkien, this loose group, has put out about 20 books.
Yeah.
And that was in March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tolkien God, when was that? It blurs.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Right? I'm like, where were we? So yeah, Tolkien was after FoolsCon, wasn't it? Or was it? I don't remember.
I don't either. It's just all blurry.
Um,
The last 2 years have been a
It's
stress
just
blur.
But no, you guys have done 20 books.
Yeah.
Which is why we're having the party at FenCon, because you guys deserve to pat yourselves on the back.
I'll break an arm and pat myself on the back if I'm not careful. Tolkien was in May.
Yeah.
Since May, you guys have done 20 books.
20 books since
Pam
May.
Uphoff has a new one out also.
Who?
Pam Uphoff.
Yes, she does.
Great. So that makes it 21.
Yeah.
She's part of the gang.
Crap, I said that. I just forgot what the title was.
Mm,
Hang on, let me go
I
find
know.
it.
That woman. rights. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
That's between her and Alma Boykin.
Yeah.
And John Van Stry.
mhm.
They are some prolific puppies. They
Well, and
really are.
Courtney
And
trying to
Courtney.
work out.
All of Empire?
Alliance.
Alliance.
That's her new series. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Friends and Family. Book 9 of Fall of the Alliance is out as of yesterday.
Well, and Sarah White just got through her fight with Amazon
Yeah.
Yes.
and got Dark Ship up, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dark Ship Thieves is now up after
extended.
a heck of a scrap with Amazon.
Yeah, protracted battle is more like it. Yeah, the the other thing that's interesting, and it's this will be a kind of a mini rant, but anyway, apparently Amazon has now decided that you can put up a rating without a review.
Oh, they've had that for a while. And it really annoys me.
Well, it's really starting to hit me on the latest book because I've got, I think, 12 ratings this morning, and 11 of them are 5 stars, and one of them is a friggin' 1 star.
With no explanation.
No explanation. And oh, by the way, you can't dispute a rating.
Yeah, you can dispute a review, but not a rating.
Oh, look, a new tool for trolls.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's what they're using it for.
Yeah.
That's seriously what these drive-by 1 stars with no reviews,
Yeah.
1 star rating with no reviews,
And here
is a
comes
tool
the
of trolls.
accent.
What?
Here comes the accent.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And Cedar's boy passed his driver's license today. So we're all hiding inside.
Stay off the sidewalks.
Yeah.
Johan's driving.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill. Oh, by the way, Bill and Shara are probably coming down to FinCon. So,
Yeah, he sent me.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, he sent me.
and bringing munchies.
We'll take him. Parties Friday night.
Is it gonna be freeze dried munchies?
Don't know.
Okay.
He said munchies.
Okay.
He's gone solo to Sonic for milkshakes. Yeah, that's 2 blocks away. So
Run!
we'll hear the sirens as they go by.
Yeah, just watch the screaming people stampede by.
Yeah. Cookie bars are good.
Make some with no nuts.
Yeah, John is allergic to tree nuts.
Yeah.
And peanuts. So
And pecans, damn it.
that's a tree nut.
Yeah, allergic to
I know it's a tree nut, but still, it's a pecan.
It's annoying. So
Route 44 sugar bomb for the win. Oh, God.
I like that the list of folks going to FinCon just keeps getting longer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Folks, tell your friends and family about FinCon. Honestly, let's get as many people. I'm having a little internal poll, so to speak. So get as many people go to FinCon as you can, because I'd like to see the results of this.
Yeah. Limited blast radius. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks that the Ruston class didn't make. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's a weird year for anybody that's trying to do anything.
Anything.
We're 2 years.
Oh my God, Rick's. Yeah, he's asking. There's going to be a lot of places Ian can hide at the convention.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at hiding at conventions.
Yeah.
So I really don't mind because I will be gone.
So. Yeah, but it's a big bar. I mean, in the lobby area. So you'll be holding court there. So
No, Kelly will be holding court. I will be on the,
no, you'll both be there.
well, we'll be there, but it'll be, I'll make sure that the spotlight's on Kelly.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, understood, Sean.
Gorilla Fritz couldn't fill a ground fighting class? Wow.
Damn.
When Gorilla Fritz can't fill a class, some folks are
Yeah.
Greg Ella Fritz,
Yeah.
affectionately referred to as Gorilla Fritz, because man
Yeah.
has to work to keep his knuckles off the carpet.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
Yeah, and he's a
Put your phone on that because it's vibrating.
yes. That's why I had it on the Kleenex
That's
box.
how I know.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And apparently we're being sent a new mic stand.
I posted the shop address in North Texas Troublemakers.
And apparently, I have a fox stuffy heading this way.
Yeah. And Don says, in the theme of suddenly appearing free food, it's mushrooms. Like half a semi-trailer load of various edible mushrooms got rejected because it was a few degrees off in temp. That's,
They're mushrooms.
yeah, that was going to be my question. They're mushrooms.
I can saute the snot out of some mushrooms.
Yeah, Rick, you're a smart man getting the hell out of Cali.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you right in the sizes. So,
Sauteed mushrooms, mushroom bread, soup, so many ideas. Yeah, that's Ian's ding, not mine.
nope, I've got mine silenced. All it does is
No, that was your ding.
shouldn't be.
It was.
Oh well. Okay, so can we get Ian a coaster? Why do I need a coaster?
It's a work table.
Why do I need a coaster?
Yeah.
Thump.
Yes. Yeah, my goodness. It is a workshop. I mean, people do
Yeah,
actually work
this
here.
is
Yeah.
a workshop.
Yeah, we just come down and screw around.
Yeah, Jonna and Rita get the work done.
Yeah.
I do some writing here, but Jonna and Rita do the work around here.
Yeah, we just piggyback on it.
We're actually on a dining room table.
Yeah.
For those of you who have not yet made the pilgrimage to the blanket fort, which we're apparently going to have buttons for sometime in the future,
We'll have pilgrimage badges. So.
pilgrimage badges.
Yeah.
For those of you who have not yet made the pilgrimage to the blanket fort, we're actually on a dining room table.
Actually, it's not a dining room table. It's a display table that I got from the Ralph Lauren section of JCPenney when they were remodeling. So,
It's a dining room
Yeah.
table,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
and it's very good, but it's dining room table. I mean, it's
That may have been me.
That was you, Jim.
Oops, it was me. Sorry.
there are achievement badges. Apparently, there are achievement badges. Oh, I hadn't realized, but apparently there are achievement badges.
Just wait till we start doing author bingo at conventions.
Oh yeah, that's going to be the big one's author bingo. We're still putting that together, but yeah, there'll be at conventions. We have author bingo.
Yeah. Speaking of, Rick's talking about moving out of Orange County because of the stuff coming out of CARB in the legislature. But apparently, what's his nuts in Virginia, the previous governor signed a compact that says Virginia will adopt the same vehicular laws as California.
He was the previous guy.
Yeah.
That can be.
But it was signed off by their legislature. So,
Oh, well, their legislature can unsign it.
yeah. So Virginia now legally, quote unquote, yeah, we don't need no stinking badges. Legally, quote unquote, until it's rescinded, has to follow the California law on vehicles.
Okay. Tuvela
Northam, yes, that was it.
is not right. Quote, yes, I'm holier than I was, for I have made the most blessed pilgrimage to the fort of blanket.
Sarah, you ain't right, girl.
Somebody needs to do some calligraphy and make me a scroll.
Yeah, yeah, Jet, that whole thing with the Colorado River allotments is our friend Alma has a deep background on that.
And her rant on that is epic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That little thing can get spun up with a quickness.
Yeah. Yes, Northam. That's the one in Virginia.
The
that signed
little
the stupid
shy
ass law.
retiring, you get her wound up on
Yeah.
water rights and just stand back.
Yeah, just it.
find the blast radius and step just outside it.
Yeah.
Because woo.
Okay, there has been a request on a
Uh-oh.
completely different note about rants that I do a reaction video to Ring of Power and the costuming. Because quite frankly, if they've spent $1 billion, I'd like to know whose nose it went up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm here to tell you, I have not seen any of the previews because I saw a cut on the first preview, and the cut. Okay, the lady was allegedly wearing scale armor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, it's a plastic vest. And having worn this type of vest, I know exactly. It's a plastic over vest, and under it is a silk screened long sleeve T-shirt.
Oh, no, it gets worse. It's actually printed scale spandex from Spandex House that I used in a dragon costume that I bought 5 years ago.
What?
It is printed glitter spandex.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's cheap ass glitter printed spandex.
Not $1 billion.
I was going to say, whose nose did the money go up? Because seriously, it's oh my God.
Because it's literally the exterior armor vest cops wear that goes on the outside of your, because you don't want to baste your own juices.
Yeah.
That they've put this apparently off the shelf glitter dragon spandex, and then under there is a
Spandex House in New York City.
spandex house in New York City, and then under it, and you can see the gap between
Yeah.
the over vest and the long sleeve T-shirt.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys, damn.
Yeah.
They're using fake cosplay wigs for the elves. You know how I can tell? Because the strands are so big and light goes all the way through that it's, oh my God. Every little flyaway shows in every shot.
Yeah, and obviously 3D printed armor pieces.
Ugh.
Oh no, they didn't pay for 3D printing. They went and bought it from Spirit Halloween.
Ow, ow. That's going to leave a mark.
I'm not as up on armor as I am on swords because I have in the past been a fencer, and armor was just something that I like.
Offensive or offensive?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I like Renaissance cut and thrust swords, and armor on cut and thrust swords, side swords, back swords, that sort of thing. Mortuary swords, my favorite. Armor is gambesons. You use bucklers, either square or round bucklers, maybe an offside dagger. Armor's not that big of a thing. So armor's not my thing. Now you get down to cut and thrust swords, and we're going to have a discussion because Renaissance cut and thrust is my baby, and
That's why you have a rapier wit.
boo this man, boo.
Eh.
Oh, boo that man.
Well, at least it's a pun, not a bun.
No, it's
Picked way, naked and painted blue. What a rapier from Nerf.
boy, they're feeling good. They're feeling spiky in the comments today.
Yes, they are.
Anyway, so no. Why is Malta in the new Jurassic World movie? I don't know. I haven't seen it. However, Malta is a big movie destination.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's filmed in Malta. What's with the puns? Who turned the punsters loose in the comments?
Why are you looking at me?
You have most explanations for this
I am
crap.
not in charge of this group.
Not charge, explanations. I just
Phone training baton. It's one of those days.
It is.
Talking about armor, though, one of the guys that I worked with at Pax River was a retired E8 Navy metalsmith. So he had built many things out of metal for airplanes. And he got to playing with building armor for SCA people.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And Greg was not exactly a small boy. So somebody talked him into learning how to sword fight.
Okay.
So he built himself a set of armor.
Okay.
And he went up to some big show in Pennsylvania.
Penzig,
Penzig. Thank you.
because some of us know that.
And apparently kicked a number of asses up there.
Mhm.
And
Well, there's only 10,000 people there, so I'm sure you could find a few you could beat. So
Yeah.
So
well, his was basically Hulk smash version of fighting.
Oh, Mike Grindle.
Which works.
Yeah, which
Which-
works.
Works for, yeah. No replacement for displacement.
But we had a meeting about a month later, and he comes hobbling in, and his arms are black and blue.
Uh-huh.
He's hobbling one leg. He's, oh my God, I hurt. Like, the hell did you do? Get in the car? He says, no, I've been fighting people in armor. You've been fighting people in armor. He goes, yeah, I won. I said, if you won and look like that, what does the other guy look like?
On Jurassic World, were there any water scenes? Malta had at one time, might still, I don't know, at one time had the largest pool tank, water tank used for filming. I think they had to go to Malta for Titanic's water scenes.
They did some of those in Hollywood too. They built a huge tank in Hollywood.
But at one time, Malta had the largest filming tank for water scenes.
Kermit, really? If you're picturing puns, I can visualize the god.
Boo that man! Boo!
Okay, so Kermit doesn't get to come back. His wife and kids sure not Kermit.
I think you're right, Raptor, but I'm not sure. As long as it's not Sean Pensick. Yeah, Kermit's on a roll today.
Cardinal.
Differs. I have to live with that, people.
Malta was a transit point in the Jurassic movie.
Ah.
Well, the dinosaur smuggling.
Well, it's Malta.
I was gonna say.
That wouldn't be the weirdest thing ever smuggled through Malta.
Yeah.
At least Hollywood did some research because, yeah, Malta's a smuggling center.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wow. Wow. The other Maltese unofficial national sport. Nope, that's the unofficial national job.
The Corsicans, that's the sport. The Corsicans are the Maltese that got kicked off the island because they were too stupid to get away with
Yeah,
it.
the Corsicans are the newcomers to the smuggling world because Malta's been doing it since.
Since they found the rock.
Yes, that's. I pointed out in my Law Dog's unofficial guide to Malta. I pointed out, and apparently this went right over some people's heads. I pointed out that Malta, this little bitty chunk of sun-blasted limestone and marble in the middle of it's dead square between Rome and Carthage, right in the middle. With their only exports being honey and roses.
Yeah.
Managed to get 3 senators in the Roman Senate and named as Civitas Federatus, I think, which is, it requires, how do they get that money? They were right between Rome and Carthage.
Yeah, for versions of right between.
Yeah. And stuff in Carthage that Carthage had, Romans liked, stopped in Malta. Stuff Romans had, the Carthaginians liked, stopped in Malta.
Online personality is not real life personality. Yeah, think. And falcons. Yes, they had falcons too. Yeah, one of the things that was it Attar of Roses?
Attar roses is the concentrated rose essence.
Yeah.
It's like rose.
Wasn't
Rose
that,
oil.
was not that developed in Malta?
I don't know. Could
I
have been.
seem to think it was.
It's either Malta or Turkey, I forget which.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as Corsicans, go to Malta and mention Napoleon Bonaparte. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens. Because Napoleon ran off Dave Villette's sword and knife,
Yeah.
sword and dagger. And the Louvre still has both of those. And the Maltese are a little touchy about that.
Yeah.
Because if you want to have a patron saint of Malta, Jean de Villette is right up there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Corsicans specialized in smuggling into Italy primarily because they became Italians. And their main port of entry was the island of Corsica until everybody and their brother that was law enforcement started cracking down on them. Then they started fanning out. And they pretty much took over the smuggling in the port of Marseille, in Toulouse, in La Maddalena, and Naples.
That one, Valencia on the
And
Spanish
Valencia.
coast. Spanish coast. Corsicans on the northwest of the Mediterranean basin are pretty, they have a lock on some of the smuggling.
Yeah.
Sean Newton, Egyptians like to have a few things back too. They can't have them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Egyptians are letting the Muslim Brotherhood run amok. And that bunch of ass weasels is a big fan of busting up pre-Islamic stuff because it's, I forget the word they use,
Heresy.
close enough.
Because it's
Blasphemy.
not Muhammad.
Yeah, they have a big, statues of Buddha in Afghanistan. They blew up. Well, not them, but Islamists blew up. A whole bunch of statues at Petra got crushed. The museum at Mosul, the little bug snipes ran through it with sledgehammers and videotaped themselves.
Yeah.
Syria, that one place in Syria, they smashed all. No, as long as the Muslim Brotherhood has any sort of pull in Egypt, y'all don't get shit back.
Yeah.
Because if it's in an English museum or a French museum or an American museum, people look at it. If it's in a museum in the Muslim world, there's a pretty good chance that some ass monkey with a case of hips is going to take a sledgehammer to it.
Yeah.
So no, you don't get it. Sorry. Get your Islamic bug snipes under control, and we'll discuss it.
Send over fakes full of nitroglycerin and let the problem solve itself. Yep.
Mm.
Oh, Richard, that's bad. Southeastern French sci-fi Toulouse-Lautrec.
Why? What have we done to deserve this?
I don't know. Yeah, Dan raises a good point. They would smash the big ones and steal the small ones and sell them on the black market.
Well,
You know,
honest to God, a lot of the smaller ones sold on the black market were Europeans and honestly, some Americans, American military doing it. And there were a few Muslims, but once the fanatic bug snipes took over, they started smashing. That one jackass in Mali that burned, he burned every shrine and all the scrolls he could find.
Yeah.
The UN got him convicted on war crimes, but instead of taking him out back and shooting him behind the ear, YouTube can kiss my ass. Instead of taking him out back and shooting him behind the ear, they gave him probation.
Yep. Yeah, they got out what they could get out, Jesse. The problem was
They buried a lot of it in sand.
yeah, they did not get any of the big important stuff because they had no way to carry it.
Couldn't move it. And the Muslim Brotherhood, who pinky swear that they're not fanatics, are all over Egypt.
Yeah.
And they're doing exactly what the Taliban did in Afghanistan. They are setting themselves up as neutral arbiters of problems.
Yeah.
And
Neutral
Folk-
my dying ass.
folks, well, they are neutral. The Muslim Brotherhood is not from Egypt. So when tribes in Egypt are having issues, they're neutral outsiders. And they're, we're, holy men, all this bullshit.
Tell
And
the
as-
other one, it's got a fucking bell on.
I know. And as soon as they get a toehold, they'll go rampaging through everything, breaking shit up. They've already broken up back in 2015. They smashed up a bunch of stuff in Cairo. And numbnuts. Oh, what's that numbnuts with the Indiana Jones hat? Sets my teeth on Howes.
Yeah.
Numbnuts Howes is like, we need it back. No, you don't. No. Kiss my ass. Till you get your bug straps under control, you can't have it.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah. The other thing that's interesting is they are neutral unless there are Coptic Christians involved.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be Christian anywhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Especially not the Copts. For some reason, they've got a real case of the hips of the Copts.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's like thousands of years old.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's the same thing with the oh God, and I just lost the word. The Turks, the females that are fighting up in
Mm,
Turkey, the female Kurds,
I
oh
know.
boy.
because they're Christian.
Mhm.
So they have been
Oh, yeah.
Peshmerga.
Yeah. Well, some of them are Christian.
Oh, they are scared to death of those women.
And damn well they should be.
Yeah. Yes, Hawa says there were no slaves harmed in the making of pyramids, tombs, and temples. Yeah, right.
What they need to do, somebody said, hire a few thousand Mongols to horseback ride through the Middle East.
Yeah.
What they need to do is pay off a whole bunch of Berbers and tell them to head east.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what anybody says, the Berbers still have a case of the hips at the Bedu, because the Berbers, the original tribes, original North African tribes, the Berbers, and the Bedu or Arabs, Bedouins, Bedu is what Berbers call them, are basically the Yankees
Yeah.
to the Bedouins, Southerners.
Yep. Yeah, the good point was made by Jesse. The petty hates go back thousands of years.
Oh my god.
The serious ones predate written history.
Oh, that's especially true with the Berbers, because
Yeah.
the Berbers remember the Carthaginians and the Romans.
They're still pissed off about the library.
You aren't just kidding.
Yeah, I
Holy
know.
God, you're not just kidding.
Oh, Berber Mongol meet and greet in Iran.
The Berbers, well, they're not going to get out of North Africa. They can help it. They had a thriving civilization ish when the Carthaginians and the Phoenicians
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
And then the Arabs showed up, the Bedouins showed up, and pretty firmly crushed the Bedouin culture. The official line from Morocco and Algeria and Tunisia is that, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
get out of tent in the desert, ask that question.
Yeah.
Woo!
Matt, that's a question nobody has a good answer to, is whether the Berbers are actually the Numidians.
The Berbers are what happens when you mix a whole bunch of North Africans and a whole bunch of Europeans.
Yeah.
And they're just Berbers.
Two or 3,000 years ago.
They're just Berbers.
Yeah.
There are my brother. There are Berbers that look like my brother, hair, eyes, a whole 9 yards, because the Straits of Gibraltar you can paddle across them in a canoe.
Yeah.
So there have been, they're just Mediterranean. I mean, there are dark ones and light ones. There are blonde, blue-eyed blondes and green-eyed redhead Berbers. It's just, and then, I mean, hell, the French have been donating their DNA to North Africa for
since they've been friends.
Since they've been France,
Actually, before that.
the Crusaders donated their DNA to North
You
Africa.
think?
Oh yeah,
Well, there's the Ranchian Guard that was in Rome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Brennan, that's a good one. Wake up, Alexander. Time to teabag Asia Minor again. Here, have an SKS. Yeah.
Berbers are
Jesse.
just Berbers. Yeah, the I said the Crusaders have been through there. The Romans have been through there.
it's a busy neighborhood.
The
Yeah.
Ostrogoths and the Visigoths have been through there. The Italians have been through there. The Germans have been through there. The British have been through there.
Yeah.
And every one of them left DNA behind. That's what they do.
Yeah, Matt. Barbary pirates were raiding as far north as England,
Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ireland, and England. And people don't realize that. Justin Bieber.
Why'd you have to bring him in? Why did you have to invoke the evil name?
Yeah. And the Normans are just Vikings who got tired of the cold.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Seasonal affective disorder is a thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the French are always happy to donate DNA to anybody and everybody, whether they want it or not.
North Africa, Malta, the Mediterranean basin. It's like, what race are they? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
What race aren't they?
Heinz 57. Unless you're part of the Habsburgs.
Right? It's like, how many iterations of this chin can we get?
Yeah. And how they managed to hang under control of that many countries.
Well, if you're that crazy,
Point.
I mean, Philip II locked up his son because his son was so bug nuts
Cuckoo for
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
and bug nuts violent. So
Dawn, I would not bet on the Polynesians having not been there. The Polynesians pretty much, well, we know they made it as far as California. We know they made it to South America. Damn sure bet they went the other way too.
but there are in the Atlas Mountains in Northwest Africa, there are Berber tribes. Every one of them looks like they came right out of Norway.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then you've got others that are they're darker than the
Yeah.
rattle of great justice here. It's just North Africa.
Well, and you get all those weird little tweaks in Africa anyway. The Black Jews down in Central Africa,
yeah, the Ethiopian ones.
the Ethiopia, that are DNA matched to Israelis.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're black and they're Jewish. And everybody goes, but, people travel.
It's one of those things I don't understand why people argue about it.
Yeah.
Well, what are they? Berbers.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but what are they? Berbers.
Yeah. I mean, the Mongols conquered most of the world.
Genghis was a very busy boy.
Yeah.
So,
What was
If
it?
you have a Y chromosome, odds are
likely related.
Yeah.
you're likely related to Genghis Khan because good God, man.
He had 120 or 130 some odd children,
Talk-
acknowledged children.
That
Talk
you know
about
of.
spreading his DNA.
Yeah.
Apparently, every time he stopped, he knocked somebody up.
Yeah.
Well, one? No, that's a plural.
Apparently, every time he got off the horse, somebody got pregnant.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, differ. And that's the other thing. People swear up and down that the Ethiopian Jews have the Ark of the Covenant. And they were also the ones that did Solomon's Mines.
I'm pretty sure that the Ark of the Covenant, if it's still out there, and it's old enough, it may be ground to dust and
Yeah.
beaten into gold bars by now. It's probably in a Coptic monastery somewhere.
That would not surprise me, honestly.
Wow, the stuff you find in old churches. So
You're not
what
kidding.
the hell?
You are not kidding.
Yeah.
Coptic monasteries are even worse because they will
Yeah.
flat throw your butt out. I need to see what's in there. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. Get the hell out.
Yeah, Joel, I know that they are claiming
What's that?
that the Falasha Beta, Israel, and other Jews, the genetic link is tenuous. But They didn't say that until it came out that they were black Jews. Before that, it was, oh, we found another
Who
tribe.
cares?
Oh, wait a minute.
If it's all X chromosome, the Jewish thing is X chromosome anyway.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Somebody was busy.
Again, mama somewhere.
Yeah, the legion of places that the Ark of the Covenant is supposed to have been or supposed to be. Oh no, we're not going with the top men joke. Yeah. Yeah, the Ark story comes from the Ethiopian Christians, not the Beta Israel. Yeah, that's true
I
too.
would if you're looking for the Ark of the Covenant, if it hadn't been broken up by a Roman or a Muslim, it's probably hidden in a Coptic church or monastery
Well,
somewhere.
you know
Yeah.
what? It's probably some grandma's trunk at the end of her bed.
Yeah. Ark-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all mongrels, except for me. I'm obviously not a mongrel.
Mongrel. That is what we're all are.
Mongrels, yes, mongrel. You don't hear the R,
Mine's 57.
although my DNA is fairly narrow.
Yeah.
Apparently, where I come from, it's fairly narrow DNA
It's at Area 51.
because it's all of my DNA except for a little bitty bit of Native American.
Yeah.
Which we found her.
Yeah.
All of my DNA comes right out of Western Scotland and Norway, as if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Chris is worse.
Yeah, Joel, that's very probably closer to the truth. Destruction of the first temple, the ark was gone at that point. Insert assorted crackers ancestry joke here. Yeah.
All of my DNA comes right out of Western Scotland and Norway, but I repeat myself.
Well, I've got Indian, French. Mine's 57. Yeah, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference.
I'm German Irish. It explains so much.
In your case, yes.
Yeah. Pretty obvious.
Screaming red hair, green eyes,
Yeah.
and rather pale skin.
Great grandparents came from, but DNA says German, French, Moroccan.
Oh boy.
That's possible, differ.
Moroccan is a stew.
Yeah.
As we just spent 10 minutes opining about, Morocco's a stew.
And here comes the accent.
What? No. No, I've got it clamped down. Trust me.
Maltese Ukrainian tutu. Yeah. Oh, Bill.
That's something I just noticed that this is a North African gesture. I just noticed I'm doing it.
Yeah. Your past is coming back to haunt you once again.
That's what the it's basically
Yeah.
WTF and,
Yeah.
and
Oh, well. We are who we are.
And it's so scary sometimes.
Brennan, I am not going. No, I'm just not going to say anything to that comment.
I really thought I'd rub the edges off my body language, but apparently I haven't.
No, you tend to pop back into the culture at times, depending on what mood you're in.
Chris
Unless
does.
you had to drink.
Hey, Chris does. He's got African body language.
RK, stop it. We're not having that kind of discussion on this YouTube.
What? The handcuffs?
Never mind.
Okay.
Ignore it.
I was about a year or so back. Chris, I saw that. No, a lot longer than that. Chris has a job, so it's a lot longer than back. Someone was annoyed, and he's doing Chris was doing this, and he had no clue he was doing it. It was fun. It's fun as hell to watch.
Doesn't matter if your ancestors were Vikings if you haven't raided a monastery lately.
Viking cruises, tremendous disappointment to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tremendous disappointment.
I told you I could get you on one of those cruises over off the east coast of Africa. They furnish the guns.
I can figure that one out on my own.
Yeah.
But Viking cruises, yay! Then they maybe check my axe. Bastards.
Speaking of which, oh, it's over there.
Go.
She keeps moving things.
What?
You move the axes.
Oh, well.
Actually, Richard Brown states Vikings went east to Russia too. Actually, Russia is named after a Viking tribe, the
Yeah.
Rus. Rus
Yeah.
were a tribe of Vikings, and that's where Russia gets its name, is from a tribe of Vikings.
Because they did not like to go to sea. So they're going, F this, I'm going to walk over here and take over this part of the world.
One of my young officers wiped me out. I wound up, I had coffee and creamer through my nose for half an hour. Because
The original Axe body spray.
I feel my sinuses because an inmate was yelling at him about how dare he get tattoos? What tribe was he? And that's it was cultural appropriation to get tribal tattoos. What tribe are you?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And this young officer said, Viking. Why'd you ask? It's like, all right then, dead on.
Yeah, the Varangian Guard, yeah.
Varangian Guard, yeah.
Yeah, and they,
Who apparently drew dicks all over stuff in Istanbul
Yes.
because
yeah, and they were the guards for the Ottoman Empire and the Silk Road.
and they drew dicks over
Yeah.
everything because military.
Hadrian's Wall has got dicks on it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Hagia Sophia in Istanbul.
Yeah.
There were some scratches that for decades.
If you've been to the Pompeii exhibit in Naples, where they have the entire room of nothing but dicks.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
hello.
There were scratches on this upper level, I think the Hagia Sophia, but don't quote me on that. So there were scratches. And everybody thought it was just, something that had happened.
Yeah.
And then somebody that was an expert in runes showed up and said, oh, that says Rolf was here. And that's a dick.
Yeah. Varangian Guard, the original E4s.
No kidding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Privates, proud of their privates, yes.
Yeah.
I have to admit that the whole Afghanistan debacle, there's one thing that keeps me warm at night that comes out of the whole Afghanistan debacle is all of these ultra-religious Taliban laying down, looking up, and seeing a dick drawn on the ceiling of their bedroom by some enterprising E4.
Yeah.
That just...
Yeah, Richard, John wrote that in the Ghost series. The Caldera were
Yeah.
a combination of the Varangian Guard and the Spartans. And that's not that far from the truth. John does a lot of research. Yeah.
Boy, no kidding, does he?
Yeah.
He gets OCD about stuff.
Yeah.
And then his muse rides him like a rented mule.
And then he sits in his basement and types
Yep.
for weeks.
Yep.
And click, an entire novel.
New hires are friends, not food.
Yeah. Oh, Dawn, you're going to break those poor new hires.
Uh-huh.
And she's such a little thing. Actually, it's CDO. That way the letters
In the
are
right order.
Yes, David, we know.
So, wow.
What?
It's been 54 and a half minutes and
Oh, geez.
of
Well, this was definitely a wander.
this was
Yeah.
a wander. Yeah. Let's see. We've been from North African DNA all the way through the lying scam that is Viking Cruises.
Amazon announced 2 new books.
At 20 total books that are announced
Since May.
Yeah.
since May.
20 books since May. Good God. Can we double that next year?
Probably.
Pacing is a thing, you know?
That's what she said. Oh.
Yeah. Something a lot of anyway. I'll leave my critiques to Ring of Power. So,
Space Cowboy submissions.
Yes. Send them. Okay.
anthology rundown.
My squirrels just fucked off to Buffalo.
We don't have the list.
Oh, that's Courtney's job. She'll be
Yeah,
back. We'll do it next week.
Squirrels just disappeared.
Yeah,
vanished.
that's the problem is people can read faster than we can write. Sorry.
So books, we've got How Not to Shoot Fish, Another Deer That Got Away, live today. Go buy it.
Malta's gonna go live here shortly.
Knights of Malta is going to be up somewhere along in here. Keep an eye on my Facebook page, and we'll announce when that goes live. We'll announce it. Jim's got one out.
Yeah.
Um,
Second one in the Bell Chronicle series, Ranching in Colorado.
and I saw Courtney on here earlier. There she is.
She
We can
just
actually
hit
double
publish.
that, but I have requirements.
She
That
just
was
hit
a
published and waiting
joke.
on Amazon.
That was a joke. That was a joke, Courtney.
Malta will be going out today or tomorrow.
Okay, so Knights of Malta, next call it 72 hours or so, because Amazon's been stupid recently. John Van Stry, his novel for Bain Books, should be out.
December. It's
December.
up for pre-sale now, and
Uh,
it's up in an e-arc on Bain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also,
The book signing.
Thursday, the Thursday before FinCon, there will be a book signing at Half Price Books.
Half price books. The North Dallas one.
Yeah,
North
North
Dallas.
Dallas. In North Texas Troublemakers.
Half Price Books. Larry will be there. John Van Stry will be
Chuck
there.
Gannon,
Chuck Gannon.
Dr. Robert Hampson,
Yeah, Rob Hampson,
and,
Dave Caracho.
there's and every other spare person we tend to gather up.
We will snatch up a bunch of people to jam there.
Yeah.
But show up with stuff for them to sign.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, even the most introverted author at certain times gets all sorts of thrilled if he gets to sign stuff. Okay.
Steve Diamond, yes. Steve will also
Diamond will
be there.
too.
And then if you don't make it to the book signing, all of them will be at FinCon.
Yeah.
Chase them down in the halls.
And we'll sign books anywhere. I've signed books in the middle of a firing range before.
Nikki Kenyon. Nikki
He'll be
Kenyon,
there.
whose first ever fiction. She's done a whole lot. The woman is fantastic at intel work. Her first ever fiction, I was honored to publish in Ghosts of Malta.
And don't get in an insult contest with that woman.
No. However,
Although that should be a panel. Especially with her there.
Ghosts of Malta Bingo is chasing down as many, or the Malta Bingo is you bring your books, chase down authors, and see how many you can get author signatures, autographs you can get in your Malta books at FinCon. Because Nikki will be there, Kelly will be there, Cedar will be there. We're going to have all sorts of folks there. See if you can catch them all.
Yeah, sadly, Sarah and her hubby are back overseas, but Marco's got a new one out. Okay,
Sweet.
was not aware of that.
Oh, also that Three Ravens Trailer Park.
Oh,
Yeah, Trailer
The
Park.
second one is going to be out, and it'll be at the North Texas Troublemakers.
we are
We're
very
boosting them.
gently taking Three Ravens under our wing. They should probably
Oh,
run.
no, you don't need to be gentle about it.
Well, okay, we're not so gently taking them under our wing. They should
He's
probably
not mean. He hurts people all on his own.
they should probably be running now.
No, we're celebrating that at the party at Fenton.
Yes, we're having a party. Apparently, the room party and all room parties, and my liver is screaming for mercy already. Anyway, Three Ravens. Hillbilly will be there. Hillbilly makes incredible mead. I don't know
He's
if he's.
not bringing me this time because he's flying.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But we are celebrating the new Trailer Park Anthology.
Yes.
Trailer Park 2 should come out while we're at FinCon.
Really? I thought it was coming out in October.
I think he's going to bring it out before then.
Sweet.
We're celebrating.
Yeah.
We're going to celebrate it anyway. We
Yeah.
got, and it's going to be a hell of a party, folks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did not realize that
We're
I
partying
was.
with the Star Trek gang.
I did not realize that I was a part of history at TolCon, but apparently our room party at TolCon was
People are still trying
Epic.
to remember it.
epic. I don't remember much of it, but apparently it was
Like
epic.
I said, people are still trying to remember the party.
Well, at least you get remembered for a party, not for a friggin' panel.
Oh well, the lore requires all kinds of sources.
Yeah.
So
David, we do not know who's going to be in the second Trailer Park Anthology. None of us do.
Three Ravens. They're currently up to their gonads and gators.
Yeah.
Give them time. If chase them down at FinCon, and maybe he'll have answers for you.
Yeah.
he'll be there.
She remembered. Apparently, RK remembers a party. It was great. I'm glad. I remember that hangover.
I left early. I was smart.
I didn't.
I remember things that would get me banned at certain conventions.
I do not remember a bunch of that party.
I did not schedule you guys for a panel after the party in the next morning. So
You what?
you are not scheduled
Oh,
for
thank
a
God.
panel. First
Yeah,
thing
we
in the
were.
morning on Friday.
No, I'm
not
at
Saturday.
FinCon
Oh, good.
because our Malta panel was the morning after
The party.
the party.
And Ian was still drunk and moderating while he
I-
leaned against the wall
I
trying to
wasn't.
keep his eyes
I wasn't
open.
still drunk, but I was not a happy man. And Kelly was worse.
It was painful.
And folks, we wasted. Oh, that's
What?
who we forgot to
What?
mention. Kelly's
Perspective.
Oh,
perspectives.
Perspectives 1 and 2.
Yeah, both of them are out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kelly Grayson. Some fantastic stories by a whole bunch of folks that don't write a lot of fiction, in his Perspectives 1 and Perspectives 2 books. You
Yeah.
might want to, if that's the sort of thing that interests you, you might want to check out. There's a lot of first responder stories.
Those will be on our table too. So
Apparently, our tables
our
at
tables grew.
FinCons is growing by leaps and
We
bounds.
also have people asking to put their books on our table too. So
Bounds and leaps.
mhm.
So
And sadly, we will not have copies of Haunted Library anthologies,
But
Because-
we'll have QR codes.
huh?
We'll have QR codes.
But I will have a QR code and a picture, and I'll have proof copies, so you can at least look and see what it looks like.
ooh, now give it back.
Yeah. I never thought of that. I want to have to chain that son of a bitch to the table.
So we don't have a North Texas. There's a question about the North Texas troublemakers. We don't have a specific room for the entire convention.
Not yet.
The
But
bar.
no, the room is the bar. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much where we are. But the party will be Friday evening in the Star Trek suite. And just look for information or stop by the table in the dealer's room.
If you see somebody staggering down a hall, ask him where he came from. He'll
Yeah.
point
That's
you.
probably a pretty good answer, considering the fact that the Dr. Hampson, bless his soul, is bringing crates of leftover alcohol from Dragon Con.
Oh my
And
God.
Scott from Tolcon is using his usual order of scotch. The Star Trek gang runs quite a bar and has 2 certified bartenders. So there will be plenty of libations.
My Czech liver light is not going to go off.
No, but just look for the stand-up things in the lobby because they have sign spots. We'll let you know where to go. for that.
And just to let y'all know, because I know you, I have a badge that says "not responsible for anthologies when I'm drunk."
And Jet, we will have books for sale.
Well,
Yes.
You're never responsible for the anthologies. Your job is to stand there and look pretty.
See,
Yeah. And we wasted another hour and 4 minutes of your time, folks. Oh, oil fire. Somebody's got to get oil fire.
No,
Oh.
no.
That's already taken care of.
Apparently, there's plots to make sure my not responsible badge doesn't survive the con.
Yeah. Oh, and Cedar will have art prints also,
Yeah, we'll have art prints at the table.
and Jonna will have some.
And so, yeah, our table has become like the North Texas Troublemakers Emporium, you know?
What is it? Kaji has wares if you have silver.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much.
So anyway, folks, we're basically 2 weeks out, give or take. So need several badges. They'll all get stolen.
Apparently, Cedar did a picture of my squirrels.
Yes, she did.
Where's the glow stick?
Apparently, it's been lost. That's why they're when they lose a glow stick is when I lose my train of thought.
You really need to look at Jonna's stuff too, because those two are creating some beautiful
Oh my
art
God!
in
Holy
Mid-Journey.
gods!
Well,
And
yeah.
apparently Jack Wilder has also gone
Jack
nuts
Wilder
in
has
it.
lost his mind. Larry Swag Guy.
Yeah.
He have prints in our booth too.
So
We're gonna have this huge booth with multiple tables. Stop on by.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna have
Leave money.
We're gonna have Bjornberg's blades and his
Yeah.
we'll post the GoFundMe.
I've forgotten his name.
Ben Olson.
Ben Olson. Squirrels. Glow stick. Ben Olson will be there, and y'all need to support Ben. He's got a GoFundMe up to spark plug his store. Fantastic bladesmith, and he's the inventor, or not inventor, but he sells hair stabbies.
Yeah.
Which
They are now called Airborne Defenses.
Airborne Defenses, yes.
airborne defenses, hair
Yes,
stabbies.
Because, you know, if you call them murder needles, you can't put them on any website anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Jeff, the show will be the signing Thursday night will be at 7:00.
at half price books. We'll post it in North Texas Troublemakers.
Yep.
So we need to get off before we think of something else.
It does pile up.
Y'all be safe.
Anyway, folks, we're trying to lift all boats, so hang in there with us.
Ish.
Remember, don't pet the sweaty stuff, don't sweat the petty stuff. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.